Good Sunday morning, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Sunday. Starting off, what is currently going on? Right now, we do in fact have some isolated showers right now that are going on near like the Folly Beach, Kiowa Island area, near McClellanville as well. And then we also do have some rainfall down there. Actually, that's going into Georgia, so that's not really even inside of South Carolina, but over here near North Myrtle Beach, potentially in a little sprinkle going on over there. But other than that, that's it. Everybody else is nice and dry. What's going on throughout the entire U.S. though? Well, if I'm going to be honest, just this line of showers that are going throughout the eastern part of the state. We do have some rainfall going on in Georgia, Florida, some snowfall in Maine, snowfall going on inside the Ohio Valley, going on inside of even parts of the Mid Atlantic, going inside the Midwest, Midwest. And so, for the most part, just snowfall over there, some rainfall, some sleet, some snowfall mixing in the Pacific Northwest going on over there in the Intermountain West, and then for the most part, rainfall down there in Texas. That's about it. Now, if we go and look at our cloud cover right now definitely is gone out of the upstate, but is trying to definitely continue its way through as you go throughout, like the Midlands, Low Country, Petey, Grand Strand. You can definitely see that cloud cover over there for sure. And even if we go into the cloud cover for the future, we start off here at 9 o'clock in the morning. Going and push this forward. You can see as we push it forward throughout the day, this is 12 o'clock p.m. going into 3 o'clock p.m. And you can just see the clear difference of how there's barely any cloud cover going to 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, going to 7 o'clock. But you can see that cloud cover staying in the low country, but not quite going into like the Grand Strand, the Midlands, the upstate as well. And so we have some cloud cover that might just stay in the low country all day, even though everybody else is nice and clear. Low country could potentially just stay cloudy all day. Possibility, definitely is a possibility. Current temperatures right now 61 in Somerville as well as 63 in Charleston, 62 in Beaufort as well as 61 in Hilton Head Island, 63 Georgetown and 62 inside Murray's Inlet, 56 Orangeburg and 52 in Aiken. We also do have around a good 54 in Columbia, 58 in Sumter and 56 in Lugoff, 51 Newburgh, 49 Greenwood and Lawrence as well as 47 in Clemson, Anderson, Greenville and Spartanburg, 48 in Gaffney, 51 in Rock Hill as well as 53 inside of Lancaster. We also have around a good 62 Marion, Mullen, 63 in Loris, 63 also inside of Conway, and 62 in Myrtle Beach. High temperatures for today. Now you might be looking at this for some, and you might be saying, these temperatures that I just saw here are just as high, if not higher, than the high temperature that I can see for the day today. And so you would technically be correct. For example, 48 in Greenville, it's already around 47 inside of Greenville. 51 in Lawrence, it's already 49 right now, and it's probably not going to get any warmer than that. You have around a good 51 in Spartanburg right now. It's 47. Might not even get higher. It's 61 inside of Monk's Corner over there. 61 in Monk's Corner, that's the high temperature. 63 in Charleston. 62 is the high temperature. And so you might be asking, well, why is that the case? That's the case because the cold front moving through, that will drop our temperatures as the day progresses. And so the temperature that we're receiving right now in the morning, that will be pretty much our high temperature for the day. And as we get more and more into the afternoon, it will drop and we will have lower temperatures. So 48 Greenville, that's a high temperature. 51 in Spartanburg, 53 in Rock Hill, and even around a good 57 in Columbia, 59 in Orangeburg, and 55 in Aiken, 57 Barnwell, and 61 in Walterboro, Monk's Corner, 62 in Kingstree, and Florence, and Dillon, as well as 64 in Georgetown and Myrtle Beach, 62 also inside of Hilton Head Island. Now, what about your wind? Wind for today, for the most part, will be around like a good 15 to around 20-ish miles per hour, maybe a little bit more than that. That's in terms of sustained winds, but in terms of wind gusts will be gusting all the way up from around a good 30 miles an hour, maybe even 25, all the way up to around 40 miles per hour. Definitely it's possible. Definitely is possible for a good 40 mile per hour wind gust to come through. Seems like mostly just to the west of Columbia, but like I said, that's just an estimation. We don't know. Rainfall for today, not expected at this time. After this shower activity that we have here moves away, we're going to be nice and dry for the rest of the day. So nothing to watch for. Crazy score, we're at a 29. Why? Well, number one, the cold front. Number two, it's breezy outside. And, I guess number three, also due to the morning rainfall that we had in the low country and the Grand Strand Petey area. But it's now moving off, so we're pretty much done with that by now. SPC outlook for today. No thunderstorms are expected. I think that's obvious. Excessive rainfall is not expected. But one thing that is possible and is expected at this point, fire weather. Sunday, January 11th, 2026, we do in fact have an elevated fire risk as we go into today. So make sure that if you are burning something or if you have to burn something, you be careful with it. But if you don't have to burn anything, don't. Elevated fire risk for today goes for Columbia, Aiken, Florence, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Hilton Island, pretty much all the low country, all the Midlands, all the PD, the Grand Strand, all of that needs to watch out for this elevated fire risk. And again, that's just due to dry air, and then also the breezy condition that go along with that cold front. So you have to make sure that you're paying attention because that is something that could spread potentially. So make sure that if you have to burn something, please, be careful with it. Let's go on now and look at the models. We're going to start off here at 9 o'clock in the morning. You're going to push this forward to 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and you can see rainfall for the most part has now pretty much moved off of the coast by that time. And so we continue this way all the way throughout to 12 o'clock in the morning, nice and dry. No precipitation is expected. And that's all that I have for today. So make sure if you have not hit the like button yet, go ahead and do so. Also hit the share button. Share with your friends, your family members, your acquaintances, even people you don't even talk to like that, or you don't even like. Just go ahead and share it with somebody so you can go on and get this free weather forecast. No ads, no money or anything like that. So go on and share. I will be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. with your week forecast update for Sunday, January the 11th, going into Saturday, January the 17th. Also, tomorrow night, you want to be there tomorrow night. I haven't really said too much about it, but tomorrow night is indeed the 2-year anniversary for the channel. So if I'm giving you all the heads up now for the morning people first, then I'll go on and say it again tonight. So the 2-year anniversary for the South Carolina Weather Channel is tomorrow. So make sure that you're there for that as we have a celebration. But I will be back again, like I said, tonight. We'll do the week forecast update first tonight. And I will be back. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Sunday and hit those 2 buttons before you leave if you're new.